Double-barreled Daedalus, Curse Fell, Patient Sarah, Shelter, Space Prism, Forgotten Trade. Where's full Wurmkin units? It's playing better than Shade Splitter. I think they're similar, but maybe. This Corruptor plus 4 Morsel Smackers per turn sound as a strat. It sounds terrible. Like, it sounds really, really bad. But no, it sounds really bad. But we could do Echo Seedling. Echo Seedling hitting Space Prism is pretty strong, but Mind Jax does that for me anyway. Alright, I'll play Corruptor. I'll try it. If they show me Morsel Master, I'll try it. Morsel's hitting for 80, then getting eaten. Like, I think it's terrible, but I don't know. Let me move you closer. We'll do Morsels on the floor. And maybe it's fine. I think with Mind Jax it actually is not terrible, because we could do 2 Morsel Master infused Morsel Masters on this, and then just a bunch of Morsels swinging. Could be fine. Maybe it is in fact just fine. Could put this Morsel in front with the Shelter. Get another Space Prism in here. The main thing I don't want to do on this run is I do not want to play an egg. I think that's the most important thing to recognize and understand here. I do not want to play an egg. I think playing an egg is very bad. Attack, Echo, Chief. Sorry, Chef. He's cooking up some attacks and some echoes. No egg? Yeah, so no egg. Bogfly is really good on this run, but like I'm a big fan of Infused Proclamation. That card is bonkers. Shown peril, shown, etc., etc. Where he doesn't take any eggs, whack. His bogworms, whack. His kin host pupa, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck. Shardtail Queen is good. Sorry, Cranberry. I should have put Shardtail Queen in the S tier just just so we could really fight it out. I don't know, man. Perils of Production is just not a card I want to play. I'm gonna pick Making of a Morsel. Me, I'm pog as fuck. Dude, actually, that's actually a viral video. If you do his hair whack, his foot, all of that, you do that video, but with Twitch lingo. Oh my god. That's a viral video. Wait, that's so good. Hey, do I just, I got sponsored to be a pro skater. Dude, let's go. Dude memed his way into sponsorship. That's what I like to hear. I want to try Crucible Warden, because I think I can play Warden, Chef, Morsel Master, Morsels on a floor. You run history in the run that you did that I lost, but I got this. Alright. Got your faith, and that's all that I need. I think of all of the things that I'm disappointed by in the DLC, the dog's infusions has to be the highest. I think this is such an underwhelming infusion for this unit. I guess giving it like infusion of Gorge Damage Shield 1 would just be bonkers though. Gorge Damage Shield 2 is probably just too ridiculous, but you know, I'm still sad about it. That infusion is busted on. This infusion. Legional Wax? Oh, because oh my god, yeah. Every time it splits it gets 5? That's crazy. That is really crazy. I'm gonna do this. I think we can commit to this and it'll be fine. I want to find something good to put on Crucible Warden primarily, but I think this line should be fine. We don't need a lot of morsel generation, I just need to make good morsels. And we'll fill the floor. I guess this whole strategy does revolve around one thing. The whole strategy revolves around seeing Morsel Master. If I don't see him, we're actually kind of doomed. I think I have to take this trial then. Forge Ember Drain 1 damage shield 2. I mean, that would just be... I don't know, I feel like that's kind of scary. If I play top 4, I can't feed anything to Crucible Warden. But if I play mid 4 and I miss Fracture, I just insta-lose, so... let's do this. I wonder if I just don't play the Chef here. I think I might just not play him. You think about that? Because, like, realistically, I just need to feed a bunch of morsels, right? I don't think I need this 30 health body on my floor. I think I just let him go. Gorge get a random status. Every time you get Gorge plus Rage, you scream. I can Proclamate up here and it's fine. Chef gets to do something, which is good. And I just get rid of it. I should be guaranteed a redraw here. Yeah, not quite guaranteed, but pretty close to guaranteed. And the Chef floor is gonna hold it down. No one said, proclamate me daddy yet. No, friend, I think you're the first. Congratulations. Please don't say that again. Good work. Also never say that in my presence again. I can min-max this a few different ways. This is the best. Yeah. Okay, it's okay, friend. If you really want to, you can say that to me again if you're overwhelmed with a burning desire. Shelter, I think, is fine. Again, could just take Bogfly though. Like Bogfly with a Bogfly infused on Crucible Warden is probably good. Or just Bogfly itself. I think Bogfly is fine. My frames are not fine. I'm dropping frames is not good. And they're back. No worries. Not even a concern. Give me packed morsels here. Shadow Siege, huh? He's infused. Cranberry, I think Friend might just be rebelling against you. Almost never skip Shadow Siege. Morsel Master is here, My whole game plan is built around Morsel Master. The better line is probably just put Shadow Siege on Crucible Warden and feed Crucible Warden a bunch of things. But I'm building my whole run around this unit, so I can't skip it. Endless plus 25 plus 10. First of kin, kin host Carapace. Think so, don't think so. I will go to 15 for the artifact. We can look for things that are good. Jade Lamp is pretty good. That's our morsel generation to a good spot. I like it. So plus 25 on Crucible Warden is safe. This unit suffers from a big problem of 20 health is very small. There's not enough health. Line jacks. I'm gonna probably look for intrinsic space prism on this run. I'm gonna give this unit plus 25. Is this run awful? I think this run might be awful. But I said that about the last one and it was really good. Well, really good? I think giving Morsel Master some survivability is safe. Like, damage shield 3 is fine. Free press will never be silenced. True. Friend, that's true. There's no way to silence the free press. It's actually impossible. Pretty sure this is a Pixstygian path. I think that Ancient Synergy is a good card. I'll click it. I think you just pick it. We're gonna rely a lot on good temple upgrades on this run. We have 4 temples, which is good. Wow, friend, the free press really isn't being silenced today. That's incredible. How's it feel? It looks like the free press is good to go. You guys are free. Congrats. Is it everything you wanted? The free press truly is free. Give him some of that free press? Sure, Dagon, I got you. Friend, give him some of the free press. Hey girl, can I get some of your free press? Please do not ask me what that means, for I do not know. See what we're doing? It's another, like, I'm not sure if this is good, but it seems really fun. So I want to try it. Again, I should put shelter, I should prioritize shelter there. On any given turn, I just need to have a morsel, although I'll always have a morsel because of Shade Lamp. My morsel generation is very over the top. Wonder if the line is... we can do 2 train stewards down here now. Fastball Cello from Mobile Town. How is mobile life? How's Twitch Mobile treating you today? I have to Ancient Synergy to save 1 here, but over the course of time I will take more damage for Ancient Synergying top floor. This is a correct value proposition as Ancient Synergy bottom floor, except 1 to save like 15. Wait, this unit's actually getting massive. What? Is this actually just an absolute slapper of a run? I think I do take space, that way I can fit 4 morsels onto this floor consistently. I think space is really good, because then after the space prisms I actually get to play, yeah, 4 morsels. Apex in plus Echo Rate, Etch Armor 8, return 1 random spell, 1 cost reinforce, and Apex in multi-strike 2. I don't know, that doesn't seem all that good to me. It seems like it might be bad. Apex Imp with Echo Ray gaining a lot of armor and reinforce? Apex Imp is historically very weak, I think. I am being ironic. It sounds really good. Sounds like you probably hit the rage cap, actually. Right? That hits the rage cap, doesn't it? That just goes to 9999 armor, 9999 rage. Apex Imp feels so Resident Sleeper. Dude, at least it isn't Morsel made, though. Like, at least it isn't Morsel made. So in my original mind's eye, this run was Morsel Master self-infused with 2 of them on the floor to make me a total of 7 units. But actually the line is we play 2 sets of morsels that give me 4 morsels, which then Morsel Master will duplicate to a full floor. Is Apex Imp the strongest unit in the game? I think that Morsel Maid is actually... I think Morsel Maid is the strongest unit in the game. I think Apex Imp is a close second. The problem with Apex Imp that I have found is some runs you just don't see armor for it. But... Hey, wait, there's a prediction out? What's the prediction? Am I losing my mind? I did not see a prediction start, and yet Martian Girl and Friend have prediction badges? Or am I just out of my mind? Tiny, hello. Hold on, I'll wait for the frames to come back to hit you with a hello as well. Please hold. We were having such a good night. And now the frames, they are taken from me. But Tiny, hello. Doing well today. The weather is warm. That's it. The weather is warm. Oh, you know, I gotta update you guys. I saw 2 ducks today. My frames are gone again. The ducks have taken my frames, and they're back. Alright. They're back, they're gone, they're back, they're gone. Evelyn, thank you for telling me what the prediction is. I actually cannot see it anywhere. It's very weird. I don't know why. I was standing out on the back porch. The very backmost part of the yard right now is a swamp. It's ridiculous. It's like actually a swamp. It smells awful. It's just absolutely covered in water, and it's horrible. But also, there's 2 ducks hanging out there. So, you know, like there's just ducks living out there, and I go out there every now and then. I'm like, hey, there's some ducks out there. Nice. I also saw a goose, but fuck geese. Anyway, I think Morsel Maid is the strongest unit. My unit tier list in terms of strength is probably like... I think it's Morsel Maid is stronger than Apex Imp is stronger than... Like, they're all really strong. Like, they all just completely win. But I think I would go Morsel Maid, Apex Imp... Probably Eel Gorgon, Steel Singer. But I think that Eel Gorgon and Steel Singer are really close. Waiting to make sure my frames are good. I'm gonna go to the right here, because my plan has changed. So I'm gonna go to the right. Yeah, Tiny, how's the weather over there? Also, NGU, hello, how's it going? You joined right as frames happened, so I wanted to wait to say hello, and then I almost forgot. But I will not forget. Abandoned Umbra is too much morsel generation. Grab a guild marker. It's actually just too much. Value Stone is good. My frames! Man, I waited, and then it hit me with the frames anyway. I waited for them to pass. I went, yes, I will wait for the frames to pass, because I know it's going to happen again, and then it happened again anyway. It's terrible news. It's very terrible news. Alright, what am I minus doing? I think it's Ancient Synergy. Card's good. I'm also not going to have a whole lot. I want... So I know, because I took space, I don't need Intrinsic Space Prism anymore. I want... What do I even want? This is going to be a run where I just have to hit the... I have to take things just to fill out the pack shards, I think. We're going to stay pretty low for the most part. The more that I look at this run, the more that I think it's really strong. Experiencing deep unpleasantries and need to wait another 3 hours before you can go get your meds. That's not good news, Tiny. I hope that your deep unpleasantries pass swiftly. Into the craft store to buy some more frames. I tried going to the craft store to buy some more frames and all they had was mac and cheese. I think I might have gone to the wrong store though. Sure. Double Gorge is worth the risk. We get to just put a morsel down anyway. Yeah, if we can get our morsels to frontline, this gets ridiculous, I'm pretty sure. A good joke, thanks. I got it at the craft joke store. That one's less good. You got your one joke for the day, though. Oh, it's because of the charged echoes. Yeah. I get it now. Because he gets more attack. It does make sense. Okay. I understand why this is the way it is. 18 damage shield should seal the deal. We just fill this out with echoes. One of the things I've been thinking about lately as something that I'd like to do, but also I'm very afraid of doing, is I think it'd be cool to take improv classes at some point. One of those things that I've always thought was really cool, but I'm also very afraid of trying. Any of you guys do anything like that? Improv or acting? I know a majority of you are engineers of some description. That autocorrect comedy. Thanks, autocorrect, very cool. Once I get the other Space Prism, we get a lot more morsels down. Acting engineers? You know, you could be an acting engineer if you wanted to. I don't judge. The performance engineering major. Never took anything like that, but you took a public speaking course. You know, I was supposed to take a public speaking course in high school, but I just dodged it throughout all of high school. I wasn't even that afraid of it, I just didn't want to take it. Life one big improv? Yeah, kinda. Unless you believe in fate, in which case life is scripted. But not in a while. When I was like 10, I think I took acting classes. I went to like an acting camp, like up for a summer thing for my school. It was neat, but I didn't really take to it. Wow, these morsels do 200 damage. How ridiculous. But streaming is sort of an improv deal, you know? Cracking jokes is just how fast can you react, you know? That'd be good to like hone the skill. There's a few things that are definitely learned skills that you have to practice that you don't really realize are learned skills that you have to practice until you actually try to do them. The other one that I know for sure that it pertains to streaming is storytelling. Like Baylor is seriously doing that stuff. It helps a lot, I'm sure. Like it makes a lot of sense. Because you gotta be quick to come up with the joke and interact. The streaming, I know a lot of people, although I feel as though this is definitely something that is not the case anymore, but people used to be like, oh, you just sit there and play video games, it's so easy. There's a lot more to it than that. For sure. There's a lot of aspects of streaming that you don't really understand until you start doing it. Soul Crushing Guilt, I'm starting to think I just pick this card when I see it because Days 3 is good, but it extracts for 2, which isn't great. Return Soul. And learn how to do actual improv stuff. It's pretty cool, right? I think I take none of these because our Morsel generation is already excellent. You started listening to an improv podcast, you want to learn that shit? That sounds really cool, Cranberry. I should try listening to an improv podcast. 3 dogs that live in your yard killed a cat. Yeah, R.I.P. Mia. Pour one out for the Mia. If you have 3 viewers, I think that the hardest part of streaming is definitely when you're just starting out and you have like 3 or less viewers for sure. It's probably the most important part though, because you gotta, like, that's the time the most where it's like you gotta knock out and make sure you're being entertaining. You gotta be on at all times so that if someone shows up for the first time and they watch you, they go, whoa, this is worth watching. This guy's real funny. Or you just stream Slay the Spire when Jorbs isn't on. That's another secret strat. I want to duplicate Shroud Spike, but I think that's a bait because it's not upgraded. I think I'm going to go left and look for multi-strike onto Morsel Master, probably. Alright, it's fine. Oh, I'll build a card? Don't mind if I do. It'd be kind of cool if the build a card could give you Morsel generation. I think I take Sap. Damage. The push effect here. Although Sap and then just move off the floor above. Just get him up to the pyre while Sapped is decent. How much Sap is it? It's Sap 3, I think. I go push, and then I can either use this to eliminate a backliner by sapping them to 0 or push a frontliner away. Yeah, sap 330 damage push to the back. It's fine. Sap 4? I feel like it should be higher than 3, right? Sap 3 is kind of underwhelming, but it still makes a big difference, I suppose. Lose 1 spell of value for spell shield, so this is fine. This run seems like a real slapper. I think I'm gonna, I know it's been only 2 runs, but I think I'm gonna call it after this run. I'm still feeling the side effects reasonably well. Although, I think I said it in the YouTube recently, but you kind of enter a flow state when you're doing content creation, where it's like, oh, I'm just going. But I am also a little tired still. Rage 4. Yeah, Rage 4 is also really bad. A lot of them are really bad, aren't they? Like a lot of those. Like, some of them are absolutely ridiculous. Like, deal 30. That's really strong. The ability to get a movement card in any clan, also really strong. But like, Rage 4, Sap 3... I don't know. The problem with Sap, like Sap is definitely, yeah, the regen one is also pretty bad, I would agree. I think Sap is another one of those mechanics that they have to be super careful with in this game, though, because Sap is ridiculously strong when it's good. Like when you have Sap as a good mechanic, it's crazy. I need to play 2 Shade Splitters so this looks less terrible. 62, 62, 35, 40. These are gonna do... I think these do enough if I just put them in the back. Yeah, the Sap Totem was 1 cost. That was a good time. They do 60. Let me get a little smacked by this man. In hindsight here, now that I've looked at it, I should have put these morsels between Morsel Master and the Chef, but that's okay. At 45, 44. I think this is correct. This way we have a few cards that save us some damage here. Yeah, playing this unit up here means Ancient Synergy kills now, which is important. This deck needs more infused cards. That's its biggest problem. Although this isn't something that we see too often. This might even just be a 4 or 5 thing where the heavy damage or the heavy is in the back. Doesn't happen a ton. Probably not something to worry too much about as a result. What do I feel if they change toward the beast so the morsels where you get more ready in the closest time to the combat unit? That's how I thought Gorge was gonna work, or that's how I thought Gorge should work when I started playing the game. I don't know, it'd be fine. It'd be weird for them to change it at this point, I feel, but, you know, the change wouldn't be good or bad particularly. I think it would be fine either way. This boss is scary. I'm playing Damage Shield, and this is Self-Made Harpy. However, I think we're okay. No, we've packed morsels intact. Packed morsels, more like intact morsels. How many gold? That kills me. Pretty sure. Let's press enter before I do something silly. More like extract morsels. Yeah, more like extract morsels. You know what? Sure, sure. God, I really like, of all of the cards in this game that I really hate, I think Ambient Charge is maybe the highest. But I bet there's also some dumb infinite you can do with this, where you can probably loop this with a, how could you loop this? Get it stamped? Yeah, because it's uncommon, so it just showed up in a starting pack one time, I bet. Could you do an infinite with Ambient Charge? I'm thinking about it, right? I don't think you could. I think you have to give it Consume somehow, and then you could loop it with, you could loop it with Wurmkin etchings, right? Or with Broken Memories. Yeah, you nerfed a lot because of wind. Yeah, because like if you make this card good, then it breaks with Wurmkin etchings or Broken Memories. Exactly the problem. Total Recall is kind of the same thing, isn't it? But it goes from discard pile to hand. Like, these cards together, I think it's really strange that Total Recall and Ambient Charge both exist. Like, they feel like they do the same thing. They obviously are slightly different, but, you know. Ember Forge. Pog, pog, pog. Shown Peril, Shown Void Binding. Etc, etc. Could unironically play Ember Forge here, but I don't need the energy. Like, I don't use it. Feast is probably bad. Although I have the Morsel gem to probably make Feast work. And it's infused, you know what? Give me this. I think skipping Feast there is a mistake. Let's go left. 680 gold. I need to make this deck not have 31 cards. Well, I'll probably cut 3 at the shop as well. We want to take good 15s here. Crowd Spike. Get infused and like -1 Ember, like return soul. Or did it still have the extract cost? Yeah, okay, that's not so crazy. Vids on YouTube, thought you'd check out the stream. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for checking out the stream. Glad to have you. Going for the 40 card achievement? I already have it. Wonder what achievements I don't have in this game. Like that at some point. I don't really know what I want holdover on here. Holdover Feast is okay, but it's not crazy. It's fine though because it's just an infused card every turn for free. It's an infused card for free every turn with a benefit, so this is probably the right choice. Try this. Achievements left to get into Terraria, but you're tired of grinding the stupid Moon Lord. Friend, I gotta admit something to you. I've never killed the Moon Lord. Every time I get to that point in Terraria, I go, huh. Well, I'm done. This is too much. Tanker, thanks for the Prime Gaming sub as well. Appreciate it. A spell chain Shroud Spike. I feel like this is kind of nuts. Good intrinsic the Feast as well. I'm gonna duplicate that spell chain card most likely. You just restart? Dude, me too. My friends and I had a world and we were going through everything. We killed Plantera, I think, and then we did a few solar eclipses, but we just stopped. Like, everyone just dropped the game. And now if we were to go back, I would be like, hey, you guys want to just start a new world? And we would probably start a new world and go through the same problem. I just ran out of steam towards the end game. I should have put a -1 on something. Sorry, but you hate playing it solo. I think I burned through like 3 or 4 worlds of Terraria playing it solo. I'm gonna do the Permafrost on Shroud Spike here. I think this is really good because then I can do the Spell Chain one next turn if I don't get to double it up. That's a good question, Tiny. Is this a person? Is this me burning a person in front of our eyes? That's concerning. I know with a friend and his girlfriend. In high school, I ran through like 3 or 4 worlds with a friend, and we just grinded a bunch of endgame stuff. And then when we finished the game, we were done. I just didn't play it for a long time, and then my friends and I picked it up again recently. Clockwise probably my worst card. Yeah, I'm like, the thing here is I kind of want to keep Bogfly in case I don't get enough pack shards. I could just infuse it and we'll be at 80. But I think it is better to go like 50 or 15, 15, 15. Although this is what, 10. I'm definitely duplicating Shroud Spike here. So I think it's good to just get rid of this. How many duplicates are left? I think it is worth it to toss this. I was holding it to maybe put it on Crucible Warden, but I don't think this stays in the run at this point. It's like that and Shelter are not great. It's very new to the game, so progress is slow. Yeah, I think my friends that I played with were also pretty new to the game. I always end up playing like melee full tank builds, so that because like I kind of just enjoy sitting there doing nothing, and then my friends get to play like the crazy ranged builds and do a bunch of damage and have a lot of fun. I'm gonna do this. It doesn't matter a lot. Actually, it's better to put this up here then, and just get the echo. If we soloed them, when I played my friends and I, we hit a hard wall at the twins. We just did not. We could not hit the numbers we needed for a little while. Like we were doing well, but we were doing well and we were coming close to killing it, but we were just hitting the like, oh hey, and then they despawn. Unlucky. I think it's worth more because the 2 damage shield that I'm about to gain gets eaten by the 1/5s, right? So if I put these Rubble Morsels down, walk through this with me here. I put down these Rubble Morsels behind and they give me 2 damage shield, which then gets pinged off by these 1/5s, and I'm not gaining a whole lot other than that. I think these go in front because we just block 30 damage with them. Yeah. I agree. This one is the worst, dude. It was so disheartening every time. God, it sucked so much. Alright, so here I can put morsels in front and still get them. I'm not going to Shroud Spike on this turn. I'm gonna try and drop a Shroud Spike on a future turn when it's like it's easy and nice. Because we froze it, we can just time this out properly. I think Shroud Spike is our main line strat right now. I just pull Rubble Morsel and oh yeah, we have Forgotten Trade also. Darn. I think you just go here though. Take this big. A lot of damage shield we're about to get. I don't get any more energy than this. It's 9 though. Maybe better to go for the attack, although I think we have plenty of attack. That just kind of sets us to win, I feel. I feel like that's really strong. Why'd that do 50? This doesn't have a +10 on it? Am I out of my mind? Huh. I thought that had a +10 on it. I guess I'm just losing it. Sure, doesn't matter a lot. I didn't mean to play Shelter. Fish, welcome back. Research and stuff to wear a one-shot for your partner and roommate. Hell yeah. I'm sure it will be excellent. I could have returned soul there. Return soul pack morsels for a little slightly better Shroud Spike maneuver. Yeah, I'll take it. My man has 46 damage shield. That should handle almost anything that we see. Our damage output is also good. Oh yeah, I have Feast in this deck now. This run's pretty neat. I almost feel like Umbra should just always start with Mind Jacks. I understand that you can't do that, and it's ridiculous, but I do wish that Umbra just always started with Mind Jacks. I feel like Umbra as a clan has so much trouble just because of Morsels. I feel like 95% of the problems this game has a lot of times just comes down to, oh, Morsels broke something. Which is funny, because Morsels are a really cool idea, and they're a really fun mechanic, but god, they're such a nightmare. You can just die now, though. Morsels are tough. How many mechanics over the course of the game have been changed because of Morsels? I know it's at least 2, but it might be more. Wait, I thought Kindle. Kindle is my last card to be Divinity stamped. I am down to just click on Kindle here. I don't think that Shroud Spike is better. Because I'm just going to duplicate this, I'm going to have too many. I think Kindle is a better choice. Because this is already permafrosted as well. Rally, Reform, and Harvest. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about the whole Eaton pile. Yeah, Harvest, Rally, Reform. Yeah, Kindle is actually good. 100% is just a good pick. And I'm not just picking it for the stamp here. But also, if I were just picking it for the stamp, that's also fine. But I think it is the better choice. I'm gonna go draw. What does the Morsel Relic do? This one? Shade Lamp? Keep riding. Good luck, fish. Have fun. I know you'll write something good. 65. It's kind of weird to get to 100. I think we're gonna end up at 105, which is fine because we play mid floor. I'm gonna maybe just go. I don't really feel the need for removals, although Cutting Fracture at this point is okay. Maybe I go right. Because what spell shop upgrades do I even want? Yeah, I'll go right. I think the worst card in my deck right now is Shelter. Yeah. Sure. Although Wing Clippings is also real silly here, because then the Shroud Spike can come back. Like, Fossilized Fangs is good, but what about a 50-50 on seeing another Shroud Spike? That's a bit of a thinker. I think I'm actually to the point where I just cut all the fractures. I don't need them to ping backline. Fangs is a for sure. You know. What about we coin flip it though? Give me Corruptor 3. But I need to take this. Like a -2 on Kindle is good. We're at 70, we're at 80. I'm gonna end up at 105. That's fine. You will not consume 2 times for value. Yeah, I think I know Fossilized Fangs is good, but I want another Wing Clippings run. to the value. Oh, we destroy Patient Seraph with this run. This is gonna be ugly. I feel like the line that loses this run is if we don't draw Crucible Warden turn 1. I'm pretty sure if I don't draw this guy turn 1, he dies, because we just, we can't get him to eat, right? On the Divinity, he'll die on turn 2 for free. I think that wave does 45. What is it? It's like 12, 18, 38. I think it does 50, 52, usually. Somewhere around there. Although they'll drop a little rage. I don't know, we'll see when we get there, I suppose. I think they do around 52, though. Yeah. Have the Patient or like Seraph that can't be damage shield. That's what I'm saying. This money is high value. $400 gold goes a long way here, and I'm full pyre health. This won't kill me. This will never kill me. This Crucible Warden, and my champ won't die either. I'm basically accepting 30 damage for this money, and sometimes it's a little lower, but usually it's 30 damage. Hey, it's a lot lower actually. It's 0 damage. Wow. Wait, this might kill me. Because this is a lot of damage. So I think the correct line here is to take 20 to Pyre and play Ancient Synergy mid, and then drop Crucible Warden, Chef, and Morsel Master. Oh, Shade Lamp does give us eats. That's a good point. Good point, good point. Shade Lamp saves this. Yeah. Because we get 4 damage shield off of that. Okay, good call. You're right, we don't have to take any pyre damage here at all. Forgot about the old Shade Lamp. Drop in. And then 2 jewelers should take the cake. Biggest problem on this run is that I don't really fill out the infusions all that well. Need to just fill it out quickly, I suppose. And then this unit's a 92 times 2, that's good. And I did keep purging fractures. I mean, the deck is thin, and it has enough cards in it that it should be fine. I probably should have cut the shelters, though. Probably should have cut the shelters first. In hindsight here. This guy tanks 19 if I put him in front. It doesn't matter, we have plenty of damage shield. And this way they kill, because they do 80 damage, holy moly. I don't want these to stay. Get some chili cheese fries. Nice. How were they? Should have played Fracture. I'm sorry, the other card. Filter. I haven't had chili cheese fries in a long time. It's a good food. Could just play Kindle to be safe. 104, 104, 85, 90. I play these morsels. Doesn't really matter where. Also, I just play one Shade Splitter on this floor and we're hard chilling. Right? Play one and everything dies. Yeah. Good. I think we have such a ridiculously high amount of damage shield that I don't have to worry about survivability at this point. Because of Fossilized Fangs, it's just absurd. Pressure redeemed an ad gone Poggy Woggy? When? What? That did not pop up on my dashboard. I think my dashboard is just super broken. Let me refresh. Let me pull up the requests queue actually. Oh yeah, you sure did. And I missed it. I'll do it and I'll give you back your points because I missed it. It did not pop up on my side. I don't know why. Oh. Let me fix that. Yeah, I've been noticing that the Twitch dashboard has been a little broken lately. Lots of things, like sometimes people will drop me a raid and I won't even get a pop-up for it. I don't know what's going on there. And Twitch needs to fix their stuff. So I go Kindle here for sure. We may as well do Excavator for the attack. Yeah, we do a little 16 banger here. 15 banger, but you know. Do I have a Sean Connery impression? Nah, probably not. Should I have one? Did he die recently or did he die a long time ago? Is Sean Connery dead? Hold on. Sean Connery. Sean Connery did die recently. Okay. I couldn't remember. Give me damn shields. There's no reason to do anything other than just Shroud Spike. We have 126 damage shield on this unit. I actually think feasting is kind of bad. Gonna want to feast first in the future. I'm gonna make Crucible Collector work. I think he would be the same unit as Crucible Warden here effectively. If you have a run where you're doing really big gorge things, he's good. Otherwise, he's not so good. Title update, it should have. We have an early game stability problem in this deck where a bad draw could put us away, but once we get settled in, we are just ridiculously strong. Soul Crushing Guild. My problem is that I don't generate enough echoes on this run, to the point where I'll probably just grab Ember Cache here because it's infused. Should be fine. And we're gonna go to the duplicate. We're gonna duplicate the Shroud Spike, and all will be well. Bog Slime helps with a lot of things. I'm very interested in a Bog Slime pickup here. Multi-strike would be nice. Alright. You'll love to see it. Spell chain the Kindle? Yeah. I like that. Intrinsic Feast is decent, but it lowers our draw quite a bit. I think I take the Intrinsic Space Prism, because it now... I'm gonna buy Bog Slime here for sure. That's nuts, yeah, this does seem pretty good, yeah. I think that's decent. No, roll this. Oh, Chain of Gems. That seems alright. I think all of our questions are answered. Seems a lot easier when you just hit, you know? We're gonna go ahead and intrinsic. I think Space Prism makes a lot of sense. Just get one of them done on turn 1, plus it gives us 1 echo on the mid 4. Stamps on artifacts, I also think that's surprising, yeah. is so good. Do you think Refined Void is good here? I guess it's fine. I think I know I was just gonna purge a card, but yeah, I can do this. Less thinking. Just an artifact use in your streak sands the Wurmkin starter relic. Like the guy from Undertale? I don't think that I pivot off of mid-floor here. I mean, I can't pivot off of mid-floor here, so, you know. It doesn't hurt us that much because by the time that Seraph actually does something, he's gonna be very doomed. Like, we're gonna have a 1,000,000 damage shield. So him putting melee weakness on the chef and chunking him out here isn't gonna hurt. We also have Chain of Gems, which makes it really easy. Yeah. Biggest crime is that I drew Kindle turn 1 with no Morsels. So, no Morsels? Fuck. Can we just drop this guy in front? Oh. Slightly incorrect play, but it's okay, I'll still do it. Cause yeah, it's still nuts. This is a free card, I should play it. And we'll go Burn Soul on Kindle. My frames, in this moment where I'm about to make a big spike, they take my frames from me? How could you? They're back, don't worry. You guys tell me what you think. Oh my god, the frames are gone again? It's so doomed. It's so doomed, man. God, it's like, it's so terrible too. It just dips for like a second. What the hell am I supposed to do, Charter? Fix my internet. Oh, have you tried restarting the router? Fuck you, Charter. Have you considered restarting your router? Carter, have you considered restarting your business model? Alright, I think we have a stable connection once again. Never mind. It's dropping, it's back, it's dropping, it's back. I tried restarting the router. Daggone, that's a great idea. I should try that. Anyway, I'm gonna 84x Shroud Spike. No, I'm not, because my frames are gone again. I hate it. At least YouTube doesn't have to deal with this now. At least I'm recording these so YouTube doesn't have to see it. You know? Enjoy the slideshow. It'll fix itself eventually. It fixes itself in about as much time as it takes for me to get on the phone with Charter and have them tell me to restart the router. Looks good, don't worry. It isn't. Never mind, yeah. But like, it goes out for like a second. It's ridiculous, right? This is actually ridiculous. Because now I'm at 0 frames per second. And now I'm back to, now I'm at a quarter, and I'm back to 0. Oh, and I'm back to a quarter of what I should be at. Oh, and we're back to normal. Oh, back down to 0. Oh, and normal again. Oh yeah. Hold. Hold. Alright, that looks good. Ah, fuck you. And it's gone again. Charter, please. Please give me passable internet. Dude, it's actually it's just so frustrating, man. Because if I called these people in the middle of this bad internet spike, they're just gonna tell me to reset my fucking router. And they're gonna go, did that fix it? And I'm gonna say, yeah, and then they're gonna hang up on me. It's actually just so upsetting. And they're like, oh, what are you gonna do? Go to a different internet provider? Oh yeah, that's right. You don't have a fucking choice, idiot. Enjoy your subpar service. I'm gonna play this now. I played it and then it went to 0 frames per second again. It's actually just hard stuck at 0 when I played the Shroud Spike. It's ridiculous. God, Charter. Please. You hear the spike? Yeah, you have to live with just being able to hear it, I guess. Well, that seems good, but the moment was ruined by my wonderful and beloved internet service provider. I'm just gonna play out the rest of the run. We gotta live. There's nothing I can do. And it's back to 0. Alright, I'm just gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I also somehow ended the recording, so I will now start the recording again, and I will also begin the stream again, and hopefully we're actually in a position where I am able to play the game. And if not, I don't know, man. Hopefully it's fine, but at the end of the day, what can you do? When you get right down to it, what can you do? One day I'll have choices. One day I'll have the illusion of choice, and that's the thing that I'm really waiting for. Oh, because this consumes. Nice. Dude, Shroud Spike when it pops off like this is just ridiculous. I'm gonna go to Super Ultra for the rest of the run. When you have a run that looks like this, though, it's just disgusting. Like, it's just absolutely unbelievable. Look at this guy. Tell me this unit is fair. Lie to me. Tell me that this is fair. He faducks. You know what, Nelson? He does faduck. You're right. I'm just gonna press end turn. Just gonna press end turn. Oh, I think I remember what the bug was, that someone was like, hey, you should report this, but I said I was just gonna post or tell Dusk about it, finally. I think there was a bug like that that I saw in this game once. And I went, hey, that seems like a bug. I should tell someone that can do something about it. The logbook one, it's the one where melee weakness, when the unit has 1 damage shield, the melee weakness doesn't fall off. If you have exactly 1 damage shield and you get melee weakness applied to you when they hit you, the melee weakness doesn't go away. Okay, bad draw order. But with Chain of Gems though, it doesn't matter. 6, 12, 18, 38, 38, 52. 52? 52 is the damage. We drew double dead weight turn 1. What a fucking world. Turn 1, double dead weight. It was intentionally keeping the damage shield more important. I mean, why would it fall off on exactly 1 damage shield, but on 2 or more it would not? I can't imagine that being intentional. GG turn 2. We have the Chain of Gems, so we're fine. Without Chain of Gems, it would be a little more frightening. If these morsels go in the back, they should. I need to feast first. No, I don't need to feast first, actually. Because I attack morsels. And do like an attack morsel. And the rumble morsels take care of biz. Removing damage is taken not when a buff is removed while nullifying. Yeah, but then why does it remove melee weakness when you have like... Well, why does melee weakness tick down when you have a lot of damage shield then? Why is it only when there's some damage shield? That's the problem. That doesn't make sense to me. We win the game here. I'm gonna play all of these out. I'll do damage. Doesn't really matter. Put a 16. I think 32 is good enough. I don't think it matters a lot though. Yeah, I think 68 damage shield is good enough. It's not on 1. Yeah, it only doesn't go away on 1. Above 1, you're fine, but exactly 1 damage shield, it does not go. A weird one. These morsels in the back do a lot. I'm going to play the double Kindle. Wait, they just kill? Wait, the morsels they actually just murder? They're so ridiculous. Like, this is overkill, absolutely, but like, what am I gonna do? Not do it? Don't be ridiculous. Teeth of Gold would be awesome here. 201 damage shield. That's a head scratcher. That's a real thinker. You think if I play the rest of this combat out quick enough, he'll still have the damage shield text coming up as I fight the boss? No, it's over, okay. And no kill like overkill when you're here to overthrow and dethrone God. True. Hey, if I hit an energy morsel here, it's ridiculous. That's a shame. Please. Yeah, this seems pretty good. I mean, shit, the morsels are getting the boss for 183 each, so, you know. But I'm gonna lose my perfect to this little shit in the back as a stealth. Oh wait. I refuse. I gotta search out the line to kill it. I mean, it has to just be Ancient Synergy. If I miss Ancient Synergy, we're tilted. Alright, we're tilted. I take 10. FF. Actually, why live? Wait, I can sap him? I take 2? My score. My score. Tragedy. Honestly, just why even play at this point? Fish, you want the seed? I can give you the seed at the end of the run, sure. Yeah, this run works. I think that if you want to replicate this run in a different seed, you have to maybe... Like, Mind Jacks is the whole reason that this is playable. Without Mind Jacks, there's just no way. We have Mind Jacks, and we have to take space, and we have to play around 2 space prisms. So it's super hungry for space run. But I don't know. I think you could recreate this with, like, maybe with 2 intrinsic space prisms, something like that. I don't know exactly how you go about it, but yeah, minus 4%. Honestly, why play the game? I am done, fish. I'm gonna call it a night. However, that's the last new record on damage shield. That is the last Umbra card to be Divine Mastered, if you can believe it. Umbra is the first clan to reach 41 of 41. How about it? Great work, Umbra. We'll do... Because Fish wanted it, I'll pull up the challenge real quick. Wearing Kingston weather. There you go, Fish. Alright. I'm out for the night. I should be back to normal